What's good, boys? So in today's video, we're going to basically be going over why I entered, where I entered, how much I made, all that good stuff. But before we get into that, I want to go through a live withdrawal on my funded account so you guys have some motivation to continuously go harder. As I'm covering my login, but essentially current account balance, right? You have the total withdrawal balance, you have available for withdrawal, net P&L. So we're going to go over to withdraw. I'm going to fucking lower that so you guys can't see that. And then we're going to click withdraw. All right, and then we are going to go to 2680. Click that, boom. The amount you get, 2144 for the profit split. I'm gonna activate a Pro Plus account. So basically all that means is I get 10% taxed, phantom tax, instead of 20%. So I'm gonna send a request. Your withdrawal is in progress. Yeah, boys, I just want you guys to use that as motivation, right? Like the days that I worked at Best Buy, the days that I worked at restaurants being a busboy, and those days I couldn't even crack that in a month if I was working full time because of my hourly wage. And like now it's like I make that in a day and I withdraw it and it's just a normal day. So use me as motivation and use me as motivation in terms of being able to continuously strive, right? Never give up on yourself. Never give up on what you think is right for you to do with trading. Everyone and their mother doubted me. Everyone and their fucking my friends, everyone that I knew specifically told me not to trade. And now I'm here today making someone's monthly salary in the span of a day and being able to withdraw it to my account. Now I say that not on the flex basis, but I say that on the basis of like, guys, this is like normal to me now. Like I don't like $2,600 doesn't really affect my life at all whatsoever. And I thank God for the position that I'm in, but like use me as motivation. You are no different than me. I'm not the smartest human being. I'm not the best trader. I'm not any of these things, but I will show up every single day. I will continuously to learn and better myself, and I will help others to achieve the exact same thing that I've achieved, right? That's why God gave it to me, right? And you need to apply the same logic for yourself. It's as simple as that, guys. I love you guys. We're gonna now get into the trade breakdown. Alrighty, boys. So, you guys probably just saw my live withdrawal and all that good stuff. So now I kind of want to show you guys the live breakdown of the trade I entered, why I took it, and what was my overall bias, right? So coming into the higher time frame, right? If we go on the 90 minute, let me move my big ass head. All right, so 90 minute, right? What did I really see? So higher time frame, we respected this overall imbalance. I believe this is a 4 hour, 30 minute, I believe, 15 minute. Okay. Well, anyways, whatever. Oh, it's a daily. Right. So we have this overall imbalance that I wanted to see price respect. So higher time frame analysis was overall just coming into this consequent encroachment of this wick, which I believe did. We came near. So either I wanted to see us come to near consequent encroachment of this daily wick, or continue lower to this low, or made SMT with ES at this low, which I'm anticipating us doing in the overnight session. Then again, tomorrow is the last day of the trading year, so I don't know if there's going to be that much volatility in the marketplace. So we might just have an overall chop day. But on the 1 hour, 4 hour, and 90 minute, we could see this imbalance here. So ideally, I wanted to see a bullish reaction in this imbalance, right? So pre-market, right? This is pre-market 7:30, and then 9 a.m. because they're 90-minute cycle candles. Was overall bullish, right? So my overall ideology with this trade was just a bullish narrative, because the higher time frame was indicating that we'll probably end up reversing, right? So what I ended up doing on the lower time frame, right, the macro is obviously what I trade. This is what I preach. 9:50 to 10:10 a.m. is ideally the time that I want to be entering positions, right? So if we go on the 15-minute time frame, my trade is right here. There was this imbalance. This was obviously before this candle was made. It was right when it opened. There was this 15-minute imbalance, or fair value gap, you can call it, that I wanted to see price come and respect, right? So I wanted to see price kind of return into this imbalance, and then maybe either make it a inverse fair value gap or just kind of continue and consolidate before we go up higher, right? So I had a bullish anticipation going into the macro that I trade. So my model is based off the 9:50 to 10:10 a.m. reversal or continuation, right? That's my essential model that I like trading. So if we drop down on a 1 minute time frame, right, price makes this candle. I now have a bullish anticipation Let me move this fair value gap because I know damn well you guys don't want to see that. Okay, so 1 minute time frame, right? 9:50 to 10:10 a.m. Right? What do we see? We see an order block getting created, which gave me a micro time frame analysis of price being bullish, right? Micro time frame. What do I mean by that? A very short term indication that price is going to be bullish, right? So overall, I saw the 15-minute fair value gap, right? 1 minute, right? We had this order block, right? I entered there. Stop was at the low, making this a 1 to 3.6. I was targeting that 15-minute fair value gap. So very, very small scalp. And right now, I'm not really in the marketplace to look for these large, expansive moves. I'm not in the marketplace for looking for these huge, huge moves that are occurring, right? I'm looking for short time frame trades because of the fact that we typically will manipulate a lot before we actually make the higher time frame move. But during good market conditions, typically during the macro time, we'll just immediately reverse on price and continue higher, right? So my overall anticipation was, okay, 9:50 to 10:10 open. We have a 1 minute order block, right? We're in that high time frame bullish fair value gap. So ideally, I want to see price respect it and see a micro trend reversal, right? Which we ended up doing, making this a 1 to 3. I ended up making $2,600 and some change. I probably already showed you guys the breakdown of the actual trade, so you guys watch that. It's probably like 10 seconds after the live withdrawal. So ideally, that was the overall narrative of this trade. Now, going into the higher time frame, what do I anticipate coming into the first week of the New Year's? First week of New Year's typically is a choppy and low probability condition week. So, I mean, honestly, I'm probably going to be very, very risk averted and try not to take as many entries as possible. I might take a couple of entries if I see my setup appear at the permitted time for me to trade. But other than that, I don't want to really put risk on the table because of the fact that it's like, hey, like if I'm putting risk on in low probability conditions, that's just asking to lose money, right? So as a trader, you need to identify, okay, what's the best time for me to trade and what's the worst time for me to trade? In my earlier stages in my career, I would want to trade every day, every time frame, every model, right? But you realize in order to become profitable, you need to step away and take off less risk on the table. So then you can, the days that you actually catch the move is the days where your risk reward just increases substantially, your trade win percentage increases substantially, right? Every metric that you're looking for to be a very, very consistent trader is just overall increasing, right? So low probability conditions, ideally, what I want to see on the daily time frame, right? I want to see something like this appear, right? We come down at this low, and either two situations happen, right? Either we now have a high time frame market maker buy model, or we come in, we start kind of ranging around, we make an expansive move, and then either this level gets used as a continuation or reversal, or second case scenario is this happens on the daily time frame. Or we push through this low, extremely volatile move through this low, we come back into this respective range and then continue lower, right, into this ideal range of this in this gap, in this daily kind of gap. We also have resting liquidity right here. So then from there, I would also anticipate a bullish model to continue in this range and chop around, right? Going into 2025, I honestly anticipate us having a highly bullish year because of the fact that we got Donald J, coming into office. And typically what happens when he's in office is we just see the best market conditions and the best rallies, right? You can literally just slap on 3 cons long and you're good, right? 4 cons, 5 cons, whatever your position sizing is. That's typically the market conditions. And I'm really excited for 2025 because it's going to be a big year. It's going to be a year where a lot of traders make a lot of money because of the fact that there's just a lot of money in the institutional markets to be traded with. So very excited for 2025. I feel like we're going to make a lot of money, me and the Discord. But I kind of want to go over some of the Discord members' trades. So let me pull that up here. So we have Adam. Adam found his model after a while, but he's kind of now found his model through the concepts that I teach. His specific models are essentially kind of looking for internal SMT and internal structure overall. But my guy's progressing. He's doing exceptional work. So really happy for him. We also have Dalt. Dalt took this 1 to I think 1.5 or 1 to 2. We're kind of working on him. He's a new member, so we're kind of building him out a specific strategy. And he said, Adam said, I just understand time and price better now. Honestly, I only trade outside of the macro period if there's an SMT to sponsor the move. So that's why I took it. This guy is turning into a genius day by day. Lou ended up losing, but what he did was trail the stop to break even because he didn't like that price disrespected that fair value gap. So my guy's also tweaking his mental. He's practicing good habits, and that's essentially what leads you down to being profitable, right? And then Dahl ended up catching this on a forward test. I've never seen so many wick entries since I joined your mentorship for real. Really starting to open my eyes, brother. I appreciate you a lot. So he's taking wick entries, and that's basically a concept that I teach, is high probability wick entries. And it's a very, very nice concept. And then Ricardo, to the left, he ended up losing 100 on this trade because he didn't have the overall daily bias correct. And then he realized that his daily bias was incorrect and then reversed his daily bias. He ended up taking a wick entry in a fair value gap internal model, right? You have liquidity down resting below. Bodies tell the stories, wick do the damage. That's essentially one thing I preach, right? Bodies tell the stories, wick do the damage. Essentially what that means is the wick will stop out traders, but if the body closes above a PD array, such as a fair value gap, you can still permissibly take that trade, right? So that's what he ended up doing. He ended up making $400. Reason number one, open, high, low, close, wicks do the damage, bodies tell the story, right? Exactly what I preach. We manipulated lower into a 1 minute gap and started wicking, starting to find my trading style. So my objective in the Discord is not for you to just be a signal bot, but it's actually to teach you how to have the profitability skill by yourself, right? That's why I tend to stay away from live trading. I'm still doing it, right? Because we have so many new members joining. So I'm kind of like holding their hands in the beginning. But ideally, I want to be able to create profitable traders in the sense of they can catch their own model at their own time, right? So we have a lot of deep work to do in the Discord, essentially having all the members find their own model, what they like, right? Because trading's not black and white. My model might not work for you, but we will essentially ensure that you find your model that you like based off your personality traits. And that's essentially what we're doing in the Discord right now, right? That's why my guys are cooking. So that's pretty much it, boys. Love y'all. That's pretty much it for the trade recap. And then you guys obviously saw the live withdrawal and the actual trade itself, the executions and the screen recording. So overall, very happy with my execution recently. Hopefully be able to rinse like 10 to 20 this week off of take profit withdrawals. I don't really like taking trades on funded accounts. I like trading my live capital because I have so much leeway. But really just doing it just to overall show that it's very realistic to do in a short time frame. Right, I passed this funded account last Wednesday, and so far I've already done like 3.2K in withdrawals because take profits live withdrawals, right? So God is good, God is blessed, right? But yeah, I'm just kind of cooking now on finding how I can essentially get each and every Discord member their own model based off their personality traits. So essentially we have like a group call every day where we kind of go over and I speak directly to the members, I figure out their problems, and then overall just better themselves every single day. And that's essentially what you need for profitability. You need your own custom tailored blueprint, right? Not everyone's blueprint will be the same. And that's essentially what I preach, right? But that's pretty much it. I'll catch you guys in the next videos. If you guys have any questions about any videos you'd like me to create or anything like that, let me know. But the Discord is still on sale and I'm going to leave it on sale for the whole month of January. Or actually probably the first week to 2 weeks of January. Overall, just trying to kind of obviously get more people in the Discord because I know what I'm teaching can be very helpful to you guys. And it's the cost of lunch, guys. Cost of dinner, maybe. Right? Just don't go to dinner and join the Discord so we can get you to profitability and road to profitability much faster. Love you guys. If you guys have any questions, leave it in the comments. I'll talk to you guys soon.